Yo, what up, Faye? You know what I'm saying? We out here shutting it down. We drinking Faye's liquor.
Laurel, Maryland.
We in Laurel, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? 35 minutes outside of downtown Baltimore, Maryland. Feel me?
More. Muggsy
Bogues, the hometown of Muggsy Bogues, the hometown of Mark Andrews, a.k.a. Cisco the Dragon, a.k.a. Drew Hill.
Shutting
One of the greatest R&B groups of all time.
How did you even get on this topic?
I don't know. We're just talking about
He said, we down here from Laurel in Laurel, Maryland.
Laurel, Maryland, which is not the hood, by the way.
Only 35 minutes outside.
Welcome back to the show. I'm super excited about today because today's couple came all the way from the Midwest just to see me. Okay, I'm just kidding. They didn't come just to see me, but on the way to see family, they stopped to see me, and I'm super, super grateful. And they sent me a holiday card. Don't ask me when I opened
that
it.
She just opened 2 days after Christmas.
It's 2 days after Christmas. I'm sorry I didn't check my mail earlier, but they sent me a holiday card. So such a joy. Their kids are upstairs, but for now you can see a picture.
Possibly choking on chips.
They're probably not choking. Hopefully not choking. So we'll have to make this quick. So how do you guys feel? How does it feel to be married?
Well, we've been married for 2 years, so it doesn't feel any different.
Yeah. I just feel like lighter when I walk around, mostly because of the price tag associated with the wedding. No, but Monica and I were married before. We've been married for I guess, almost 3 years now.
Fun story. I remember when Monica first reached out to me and I saw Monica Orgy. So of course I thought you were Nigerian. When I saw that in my inbox, I was like, okay, guys, so she's a Nigerian girl.
I did some stuff.
I need to add a section for people to upload their picture when they send their inquiry. So I was like, okay, she's Nigerian. Okay, I get it. But then she said Mexican and Nigerian, so I was like, okay, so her husband to be must be Mexican. Like, I totally just did it. I got it all reversed.
That's not right either.
So I remember we met, we had a video chat session, and while we were talking, Monica's like, oh, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, okay, great, congratulations. But the thing is that I had no idea that you were like,
pregnant.
I had no idea that you were like, pregnant. I thought you were like, oh, I just found out I was pregnant.
Oh no.
Because of course the video chat session is just here and like you didn't get anything in your face. Mm-hmm. So I was just like,
I don't show it in my face.
I was like, oh, okay. They just found out they're pregnant.
Yeah. No, I was ready to deliver.
So
like 8 months.
Yeah. So like a week or two later, or it wasn't even that long, you guys booked. Yeah. We started looking at venues and it was like a rush to get venues.
I'm down and out once I have the baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
We ended up still getting the venue after the baby, but very shortly after. Yeah. So what was that like, being about to give birth and about to pick a venue?
Stressful. Stressful as hell, which is why I knew I needed a wedding planner. On top of that, we were in the Midwest, which is not where we're from. So we were halfway across the country planning a huge wedding, which we say is multicultural, but it was Nigerian. And that was nothing, like I've been to Nigerian weddings before, but to actually be the bride of one, I had no idea what I was in for. And so I just knew I had to learn a lot. So doing something that I was totally foreign to from halfway across the country with a terrible 2-year-old at the time and coming, newborn, it was very stressful. So Faye was like booked the second we talked to her. It was like, I don't want to shop around. She's Nigerian. Just book her.
Yeah. She looked like she knows what she's doing.
She had degrees on degrees on degrees.
Yeah, she speaks good English. I was like, nah, she's good. Nah. She formulates the sentence.
English.
She was, and you were quick to respond, vendors that don't respond quickly just lose out because.
And she's left brain too. So like people they talk, they talk and then they don't ever have any concrete ideas and how are we gonna get from point A to point B? They just keep talking all this flowery language. No, she's not like that. She has a plan and she's very goal oriented. So especially with us being in the middle of central Illinois, trying to plan a huge wedding somewhere in northern New Jersey, right outside of New York City, we leaned on Faye a lot, and she definitely delivered. So we're thankful for that.
Yeah, but they were really fun to work with in the midst of everything that we just described.
Were we?
So they
tried to be.
So we had a conversation about this. They were like, "Are we your worst client?" And I was sitting there like, "How did you even think that?" I was like, "I think you guys think you're like on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 of course would be the worst." I said, "I feel like you guys think you're a 9,
Yeah.
but you're like, you guys are more like, y'all are more like a 5, maybe even a 4." You guys are good.
And we were.
I was like.
We definitely felt stressed, and we thought that we were projecting that stress onto you because we were navigating a lot of family issues and dynamics, to say the least.
Because I'm not Nigerian.
Yeah,
so
she's not Nigerian.
I can't pass for Nigerian. I have no fit, but like a lot of my friends are. That's all I can say. But
let me tell you something. Monica was up with the times. Monica was sending me all these things from Bella and Nigeria. Like, oh, I like this, I like that. I was just like, wow, okay. Just with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our first laid eyes on each other.
First interaction.
It's a very, very romantic interaction.
Let me set the scene. It was my intern year in my anesthesia residency, and I was on my labor and delivery rotation at the affiliate hospital. And it was well understood that the anesthesia residents, when we rotated through the labor and delivery department, we didn't actually do anything that was labor and delivery related. Our job was basically to act as clerks, do the paperwork, put in orders in the computer for the doctors, and pretty much stay out of the way. But I had the great fortune to be paired up with a doctor who was older and really took it upon himself to teach me about obstetrics and gynecology. So he wanted me to perform a vaginal exam on an expecting mother. So this guy was pushing 70. He was an elderly white male. Those are 3 words that none of which describe me besides male. So he told me to go in and do the exam while the patient, and more importantly, her boyfriend, the father of the baby, they were both expecting the other doctor.
Young Dominican couple.
Yeah. So I went in, introduced myself as a doctor, and said that I would be performing the vaginal exam. At which point, the father of the baby went crazy. He was like, I don't like when dudes have their fingers up my girl or whatever. And like, he just went off. He was livid.
I want to do this.
Yeah.
He was absolutely livid. He thought that I was in some way deriving some kind of pleasure by doing an exam that I had no business doing and I did not want to do. But that was actually when Monica and I first met, because as luck would have it, the nurse for that patient was Monica back when she was doing labor and delivery nursing. So she came to my rescue. She put that man in his place and basically informed him that I had a job to do. The exam was a necessary part of her care, and it wasn't anything sexual at all. And
come on now.
Yeah, and she,
professionals do their job.
She swiftly put him in place. I had no issues with that man or his family for the duration of their time.
Did Monica stay?
Did she stay?
Like stay for the exam?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a rule that the nurse has to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime there's a male doctor present, a nurse that is a woman has to be there as a chaperone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's for liability reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story.
Very romantic.
It wasn't romantic.
Mortified.
Yeah. It scarred me to this day.
And Obi is no longer, never went into labor and delivery.
No.
That's not his calling.
No.
But it's mine.
Yeah.
So.
Obi's like, I need to
You're just taking me back to that time. I didn't like that at all.
And you spent New Year's Eve there.
I did. I spent New Year's Year's Eve 2013, on call at the Labor and Delivery Department.
Yeah. I wasn't there to save you then.
No.
I was in church. Praying for you.
It was funny because I had just moved to New York from Chicago, and she was on her way from New York to Chicago to start her master's program because she was pursuing her nurse practitioner in women's health. So she was asking me things about Chicago, things to do, places to live, churches to go to.
I still have that memo on my phone.
Yeah, so we exchanged numbers so we can talk about Chicago-related things, and then we started talking, and then she pretty much never stopped texting me back.
So this is the problem, because he's a liar, and he actually never stopped texting me.
That's probably not the reason.
Okay.
Probably not
He
the
never
reason.
stopped texting me. You left out an important detail.
It was a mutually, I guess we both contributed to keeping the conversation flowing. So yeah.
He was trying to hook me up with his friend, but he wasn't really trying to hook me up with his friend. He was actually trying to hook me up with himself.
Oh, the friend never existed?
The friend exists. And he's still single.
What up, Barry?
He needs to get married soon.
Oh my God.
Well,
Well, call me when you do.
Yes.
But it was clearly, he didn't stop texting me. So I'm like, for someone that wants to hook me up with their friend, he's texting me an awful lot. So
The Lord works in mysterious ways. So sometimes, we can't question the divine intervention. What's the next question?
Came here to sell fabric to us.
2 for $1, man.
2 for $1?
You know what I'm talking about? This is fresh out of Nigeria. You feel me?
Oh my gosh. I mean, 2 for $1 is a pretty good rate.
again, we were in Illinois at the time, so we're flying back to New York. How many times? Twice?
Yeah,
2 or 3 times?
it was only twice actually.
Yeah, twice. So in those trips back, we had to cram sessions on sessions on sessions. So we were, thank God.
We were efficient. We were very efficient.
Thank God Faye was able to do all that because she was the one coordinating, driving, just doing. Oh, did you see her hand? Yeah.
The baby's hand.
Coordinating all these trips and setting the appointments for everything, and yeah,
it was
tiring.
It was
efficient.
But efficient also because you guys are decisive, right? Like, I think it's key to know what you like. Like, I remember we did the cake tasting in my car.
Yeah. We were like, all right, this is good, cool, let's go there.
Next.
So during one of the trips, they had to go to someone else's wedding. So we were on a time crunch because we had to get them home to change and make it to the wedding.
Yeah.
So we met up with the cake baker, got some samples, and just in the car, just eating cakes.
Yeah, bitsy cakes.
Alright guys, so it is 7 a.m. bright and early on the day of Monica and Obi's wedding. As you can see, the floor is kind of wet. It rained, and we're hoping that's the last of it for today. So far, the forecast looks like it's going to agree with us, but we'll keep you tuned. We're really hoping that we can have an outdoor ceremony today. We do have a rain, backup location, but we're hoping we can do it outdoors. So we're praying about it, and we'll keep you posted.
Is it too good?
Oh, you can open it.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Everybody's got their phones out, so yeah, now.
Real fancy. Who wrapped this? Not you.
Don't question my abilities. I can do that. I did it very well. Okay.
I got all these goodies. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite smell right now.
Keep it together, okay?
Keep your shit together.
Keep it all the way together.
This is so sweet.
Oh, an extra champagne.
I got my hands moisturized. Shea butter hand, put more moisturizing in my hand, my tumbler, and my cupcake prosecco. Oh wait, hold on. There's more. So these nails I have to work with, but oh, a bath bomb.
Yeah. Why you guys watch our movie tonight?
I mean, Chernobyl, whatever it is that you want.
I mean, I think she was halfway serious. Thank you guys so much. Oh, okay. So who told you anybody about Spavia?
What?
This is my spa. Thank you so much.
Well, just enjoy your time here.
Right. That's all I can say about that.
Right. Like I worked on let's mess it up.
Naomi, whose wedding is it today?
Naomi, whose wedding is it today? Is it your wedding? Is it your wedding?
Nail, look, baby. Hey, Nail, look, baby.
Is it your wedding? It's your wedding today? Okay. It's not mommy's wedding?
It's mommy and daddy's wedding. It's mommy and daddy's wedding. Remember?
Conveniently not remembering.
Hey, Nail, do you want some sparkles? You want sparkles? Hi.
Bride's mom's birthday. She got her the coolest gift.
So this is the plane ticket, first class.
Oh, a first class ticket.
Well, it depends on where she's going. This is just a representation of spending money. So obviously I'm not just giving her 100 for spending money. And then it says happy 50th birthday. It's a joint birthday gift. It's for the destination of your choice, for airline tickets, hotel booking, and spending money. So the only rules, because I tend to be controlling, but the only rules is that the destination has to be out of the country, gone for at least a week, can't be shy about the cost because she is, and they'll have to run it by me so that I make sure I pay for it all. And this is the hotel booking. Do you like my handwriting?
Yeah.
In Europe, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't even get you much. So
Yeah.
it has to be at least that. Don't try to book a 2-star hotel in Europe. Don't do it.
Don't
You
do
were
it.
playing Tetris in the hotel. You were stressed out. Okay.
Aw, that's so cute.
So read the rules so you understand. This is from Opie and I.
Oh my gosh.
So planning starts tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, you're here. I thought I saw you downstairs. Like I thought I saw him walking to the food.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Show my.
Okay guys, we're here with Letitia and she is helping coordinate the groomsmen. We got an interesting request today. So she's about to leave and you're going to get what?
Coffee and tequila.
Okay, but a very specific kind of tequila.
A classic Azul.
$125.
$125.
Yes.
And it's needed right now.
Specifically right
now.
For the ceremony.
For the ceremony. So that's our mission right now. That's what we're focused on. So we're dispatching Letitia to go and handle that.
And I have to get very specific coffee. Anything but Starbucks.
Anything but stuff. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, all right. Anything for the groomsmen. Anything for y'all.
Shit says, Will, Shaq, Mike, Mary Bird.
Put Wilson and Shaq together.
I might.
I got Larry for
Larry Bird.
What are the rules? 90s rules?
No,
2000.
and that gets to be the fourth generation.
I'm cool.
I mean, I will say I love all of you so much. I'm so
No,
happy.
you
More babies, yeah.
One more boy, baby.
What you doing, Faye?
We're putting the garter on.
Oh.
So we're getting to know each other. And I'm really sorry to over.
And look forward as if you're looking into a big, beautiful forest of Narnia.
Narnia, I like that.
That's your inspiration. 2, 1.
Hey guys, so we are taking bridal party pictures right now. You can hear them, they're really loud in the background. We're having a lot of fun. So we've had a lot of fun watching them today.
All right, guys, own names. Make it happen. Here we go. One more series. Here we go. Make sure you don't blink a butt. Make sure you're nice and happy. 3.
Funny. So we're doing ceremony rehearsal and I started panicking because I saw water falling from the sky, which means rain, but then it was sunny and I was confused. And then I looked up. ceiling's leaking. Yeah. Panic attack for no reason. I'm glad we get to have our outdoor ceremony.
Hey!
Naomi!
This one! Come on. Oh,
Okay, can I go upstairs and get Kaya before she tries to follow me? Oh, she's stressed.
Yeah.
She's stressed.
Alright, so
Purple room.
yeah, it's a purple room. You like it? It's facing the office. She's so professional. Like, you classy. That's it.
Look at her outfit.
I know. She changed it. The neck knows when people get their nails done, makeup done, hair done. So she was supposed to be the flower girl and had a humongous fit right as we were walking down the aisle. So prior to us actually, making that walk down, she just started screaming. Everybody heard her, and I didn't care. I was like, get out of the way,
didn't
child.
care at all. I was like, somebody comfort the baby.
My time. Luckily, her godparents were right at the end, and we kind of just like made just hold on. Made an eye contact with them to come get her, so they came and got her, and I heard her as I was walking down the aisle to You by Jesse Powell.
I'm thirsty.
Okay, but you can't drink this. This is mommy's juice.
It's yucky.
Yeah, for you.
Spill
Spill it.
Yeah.
That's not something you do. Okay.
So it was you to Jesse Powell.
Yes, and Naomi was I just heard her screaming. I didn't even care. I was just looking at
scream.
You did scream, and it wasn't nice. You were supposed to lay the flowers down in the aisle while mommy walked down.
But we did pull Kaya down in a wheelbarrow. Yeah. She was extremely cute.
That was the hit. Yeah. She had a wheelbarrow decorated. My mom did the decorations, and she got wheeled down to that song. But she had the mean mug. She had the mean mug on her face. Every picture from that moment was just.
Yeah, she did.
But it was all good.
At least she cooperated.
Yeah. Because the ceremony was one of my favorite parts.
It was beautiful.
Okay, go back and watch Michael Jackson. Bye.
Bye, Naomi.
I guess we're not as interesting as Michael Jackson.
No.
Woo!
Throughout time, I've asked God so many questions about my life and my future. By far, the number one thing I would pray about was the man I would one day marry. I tried to imagine the type of person he'd be and wondered if he'd fulfill everything I hoped for in a lifetime companion. I hoped for someone who was trustworthy and honest, funny and playful, strong but gentle, smart yet humble. Then I met you and my life changed forever. I didn't have those wonders anymore because everything I've always dreamed about was in you. Your many accomplishments inspire me. Your continual effort to learn, teach, and mentor motivates me. Your devotion to being a loyal, reliable, and loving partner, friend, and father sets you apart from everyone. This is in fact why, in a world full of over 7 billion people, I chose you. Finding you was the answer to my prayers, and I'll cherish you forever. So whether we're withstanding life's inevitable hardships or embracing its most extraordinary moments, my commitment to you and our family will be unwavering. On a lighter note, I vow to always laugh with you when you passionately recite lyrics to rap songs about a life you'll never live. I vow to always encourage you when you sing notes you can't reach but still say, but did you see how I hit that note though? I vow to always let you be when your favorite football or basketball team makes poor plays and you're exchanging profanities out loud and with your brother's group chat. And when things get rough, I vow to give you space and not the evil eye, and keep our love a vibrant thing. In all seriousness, I wholeheartedly cherish the home and family we created. It's fulfilled God's call to love and to be loved. Together, I vow our marriage to be luminous and undying for our beautiful daughters to experience as they grow, and know that our love and the love of God will always sustain them and guide them. These things I vow with all my heart, which I give to you completely with joy forever.
Monica, I don't know when I first envisioned us spending the rest of our life together. It could have been during our days rushing to get to Katra before 11, or during the many evenings spent at Corner Social. Not that slowly, but definitely surely, I fell for the girl who puts entirely too much cream and sugar in her coffee. You have been there for me for some of the toughest, most challenging times in my life. We've traveled the world together and have lived in many different places. But no matter where we are physically, if you are there, then I am home. You've given me the gift of 2 children, and your love for all of us is inspiring. You are my best friend and my wife. Simply put, you are the best person I know, and you are the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. And for these reasons, I make these solemn vows. I vow to always be your biggest supporter and cheerleader, and defend you up to and even past the point of irrational loyalty. The youths call this being a ride or die. But I also vow to gently suggest when you could have handled the situation a little differently. But only in the solitude and sanctity of our own home. I vow to care for you in your times of sickness, even if it means continuing to borrow IV fluids and medications from the hospital, because our health insurance is admittedly not that good, and our deductible is crazy. We can't be going to the ER for every little thing. I vow to continue to let our many differences be an asset that adds value to our home rather than a liability. We have taught each other so many things, and I look forward to a life of learning with you. Finally, I vow to keep God first in our marriage and allow him to use me as he will. I pray that he will allow me to become the man, husband, and father that our family deserves. I pray that our family will be a blessing to those who need one, and I pray that he continues to bless our union now and forever.
No band. I wanted to get a mariachi band, and Obi's like,
Oh no,
mariachi band.
no.
I think that's
We're like
fun.
Mexican American. My dad would have been like, "What's that about?" No.
I think they're fun.
No.
The hats.
Like our DJ said, no carnival music. Hit that on the head.
I can't. We're ready. The dancing.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
That's a thing. It's a thing. The color of the lighting. It's pretty.
You know, we almost took that thing away.
No taking it away.
It's definitely worth the $35,000.
Oh my gosh, Obi, I cannot.
Y'all know what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. Yeah, right in front of the fireplace. Okay.
You did it. You did that. You did that. You did that.
Oh my gosh, Obi. Hey, come on, let's see it. Let's see it. A shimmy. Okay, let's see a shimmy. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Also, from the other side of the culture, Obi is Igbo. For those of you who don't know, there are multiple tribes in Nigeria and in many African countries. There are multiple tribes. So Obi is Igbo, but he's also from a specific area in Igbo land, and his that culture is called the Arachuku, clan. So we had to do a specific ceremony related to that. We also did the Igbo ceremony, which is called the wine carrying, which was actually very entertaining. So she has to find him with the wine that she got from her dad and present it to him to drink. So, Monica, how long did it take you to find Obi in the room?
Now, I mean, I saw him right away. And I kept wanting to just go over to him to be done, but everyone kept telling me, not yet. So I just kept on dancing around tables and then the next table, and I was just doing figure eights for a while. And then finally, they were like, okay. So then we finally came up to him. I don't know, in total, I was in a trance. So I don't know how long it took. It was 10 minutes?
I'll probably say 10 minutes.
Yeah. Including your entrance, it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
I had to position myself somewhere in the crowd, out of her line of sight. And while she was, making her way through the entire wedding party, the women that were escorting her were also pointing out to her other eligible bachelors. But thankful for me, she wasn't led astray. Because
Can you imagine?
You'd be like, oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. That was your last chance. That was your last shot.
That was not too bad.
that would have messed up the whole mood of the wedding. That would have messed up everything. But eventually, she found me, and then she presented me the wine, and we drank it. And I guess that in the Igbo culture solidifies our marriage.
He was thankful that it wasn't a full glass. He thanked me at that moment. Do you remember?
Yeah, because I had already had a couple of drinks.
Like halfway through.
But then we had to turn up. So, for those of you who don't know, Obi is an undercover rapper.
Shutting it down?
Well, y'all here, we shutting the whole thing
The
down.
whole city. Cannot. I see kid. Except we're in Jersey.
We in Jersey, though. Over here, I think I see you. Here goes to my casa. If you in a rush, call me mañana.
Rapper slash R&B, 90s.
Oh, R&B? I didn't know about the R&B. I've only ever heard the rap. I've only ever heard the rapping. I didn't know about the R&B.
I'll be doing a little bit.
He sings in a head voice that he'll say, "Oh, did you see me hit that note?" But you're singing in a head voice, so
that's how people are trained to do it. So anyway,
Brian McKnight uses a head voice.
Oh my god!
I think he just uses his voice.
Whatever, man. I do what I can, and it's all right. It's all right. It gets the job done.
I remember the day before when I came to see you guys, or 2 days before, I don't remember when. And Obi was just randomly Harlem shaking in the parking lot. And I was just looking at him, and I was like, Obi, nobody does that anymore. Like
that's what you thought.
I was like, that dance is dead. It's over. He was like, well, you got to see it. I was like, okay, well, whatever. I can't argue with that. And the next day, he for sure was Harlem shaking.
Yeah.
Some noise for the new Mr. and Mrs. OJ! What the f*** go? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? Bro, come show. Why they always that is still my favorite love story. Put the gun aside. What the phone? I sleep with the gun. If she don't snow, what the yo? Go. Try to see me. My toe. It's a blood bag. What the fuck go? It's a first beat. If she can't be, let's go. If she still me, never come to. Got a gun for. Full of one bill. Down the love go. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our bride and groom!
Yeah, it was a long time that I spent thinking about like what song we're gonna come out to, and all of a sudden I listened to Uproar, and it just spoke to me. It spoke to me in a deep level. So then, like when we came out, I had a big wad of cash.
This wad of cash was planned. Like we made 3 separate trips to the ATM. We had to blow through it at one point to spend more on wedding stuff, and then
This wedding was not cheap. So anyway, I had the huge wad of cash, and I was spraying Monica with the money as we came out, and then at a certain point in the song,
did you time it? Did you know exactly?
It seemed like a practice performance.
Because you didn't practice?
No, I didn't practice it, but I knew when the beat would drop and it would be appropriate, and that's when I took all the money and I just threw it up.
And in videos of it, you can hear everybody screaming when the money's up.
It just rained down. That was a good moment. I hit the Harlem Shake because that's what the beat called for.
Don't ask for the Harlem Shake from me. I've left Bitsy Cakes. I loved her because
we need to talk about the cake.
She was low key. Like I don't know how much. She had enough exposure that I found her, but I think after that it's just building and building and building because she's really, really good. She's very talented. The cake tasted great. I wish I could have eaten more of it. But the design on that cake,
because marble's not easy, and she had colored marble.
And I didn't want white cake. Our colors were fuchsia and navy blue, and then some of the plate charges, that's what they're called, were gold. And so
we also had some purple just to tie in. Blue.
So I told her that I wanted a mix of these colors, and I kind of showed her a sample of a cake that I found either on Instagram or Pinterest. And what she came out with was 10 times better than what the picture was that I showed her. And I just can't thank that girl enough.
Three,
What wedding planning advice do you have for future grooms who are watching this?
I would say for wedding planning, if you're sleeping, don't do that anymore. Use that time to get a second job, and probably a third job.
And a side hustle on top of that.
Yeah, a side hustle, because I mean, we painstakingly, and this is no fault of yours. We've heard this from many couples that we've talked to. You painstakingly make your budget, and then it just goes out the window. Yeah. So whatever you set your budget to, I would say 50%.
So I would say about 2 weeks before the wedding, we started veering away from place cards and more towards like a mirror seating chart, which was beautiful. People really loved it. Obi was there when they were putting it together. I was like, see, this is your money. At work.
Yeah.
He said index cards would have been okay.
It would have done the trick. It wouldn't have looked as nice.
Yeah. No. Everything was very nice. That's how I wanted. Everything ended up turning out really well. I don't have any regrets.
No. None at all.
Everything turned out well.
We ate oodles of noodles for a couple weeks afterwards, but it was fine.
We did it.
Obi's a doctor. Monica's a nurse. So they
nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, definitely no regrets. Money well spent.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to the season finale of our show, the Modern Multicultural Wedding Show. As you can see, we work with amazing clients every single year who come from literally anywhere around the globe. And we can't wait to show you what we've got cooking up for 2020, all right? So make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss another video, so you can see all the videos as they come out. And if you haven't already done so, go back and look at some of our previous episodes so you can see weddings of other cultures, all right? Thanks so much again for following us on this journey. I truly, truly, really appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe, and we can't wait to bring you more content very, very soon.